Welcome to this week's Movie Math, where it is indeed the Year of the Monkey, not just for China, but for Dreamworks animation. See, according to the Chinese horoscope, the Year of the Monkey brings financial activity, and if you want to prosper, you have to be savvy, which is exactly what's going on with Dreamworks animation. See, their decision to start a sister studio in China has led to a day-and-date release of Kung Fu Panda 3 here in the States and overseas in the Middle Kingdom, where it enjoys status as a native film thanks to being a co-production with Oriental Dreamworks. As a result, Po skadooshed to the box office, with the third biggest opening ever for January here in the US, while in China he captured the biggest opening ever for an animated movie, beating out previous record holder Minions from just last year. Dreamworks Animation also made history by being the first studio to release a major US-China co-production, as well as release a film day and date in both countries. This is a much-needed recovery for Dreamworks Animation, which needed to prove its success with home a year ago wasn't dumb luck. Yes, after Penguins of Madagascar, Mr. Peabody and Sherman and Turbo, it would seem Dreamworks Animation is back in the game. Not bad for a company that was only recently desperately looking for a new owner. They thought they'd found one in Hasbro until Disney said they'd pull all their brands from Hasbro's lineup if the deal went through. But Dreamworks Animation isn't out of trouble just yet, as audiences seem to cough up a hairball when the teaser for Trolls debuted last week. It had pretty colors? You're a hard team to root for, Dreamworks. Elsewhere in the box office, The Finest Hours wasn't exactly Disney's finest hour. The Mouse House was quick to point out that True Life Adventures haven't been doing well in general lately, actually name-checking The Walk, Everest, and In the Heart of the Sea. Yet they didn't mention that those last two opened bigger than The Finest Hours. And Chris Pine actually reached a new box office low, as The Finest Hours was unable to match the debuts of Horrible Bosses 2, Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit, and This Means War. Even Smoke and Aces did more business. Bet Ben Foster is glad he was left out of the ad campaign now. Then while 50 Shades of Grey opened last year with $85 million, Marlon Wayans' spoof couldn't even grab a tenth of that. Instead, Wayans delivered a new box office low himself, with 50 Shades of Black unable to match the debuts of any of his previous spoofs, including the one that started it all way back in 1996. Speaking of record lows, Natalie Portman's career ain't looking so good either. Her passion project Western finally made it to the big screen, and nobody noticed. Sure, the ad campaign was non-existent, but maybe she should be a bit more grateful for that Thor gig, huh? But too late! She's not listed to appear in Thor Ragnarok. As for the rest of the top 10, it seems Snowzilla did make a dent as moviegoers seemed to double back to what they missed last weekend. The biggest drop was only 34%. Leonardo DiCaprio and awards buzz is powering The Revenant to dizzying heights, while Star Wars The Force Awakens is tantalizingly close to that $2 billion mark. Avatar is now out of reach though, thanks to not being able to match James Cameron's haul in China, Australia, France, Germany, Japan, Russia, South Korea, or Spain. But to be fair, it's unlikely that any movie will be able to top Avatar until there's another technological advancement in moviegoing, as Avatar just happened to be at the right place at the right time for IMAX 3D. This coming weekend, it doesn't look like any movie will be able to unseat the Dragon Warrior, but at least the Coen brothers can be proud to lead the pack of newcomers. And that's the weekend box office. I'm Grace Randolph, and we just did some movie math. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope you'll go beyond the trailer for these other top movies.